What's going on, Summoners? It's great to see you all again. My name is Nathan and I'll be your host for the patch 12.2 preview. As the title suggests, I'll provide you guys with a sneak peek for what's coming up next patch. With the first major patch of Season 12 almost done, expect some big changes. Make sure you hit the sub button so you don't really miss on content like this, and let's start the video. Let's begin with the system nerfs. Lethal Tempo, Chemtic Dragon Soul, and Hexic Dragon Soul are on the list. Lethal Tempo went through significant changes from Season 11 into the preseason. Rather than having an on and off switch, the rune currently functions in a linear stack-based fashion similar to Conqueror. It also grants its users some bonus range at max stacks, so the incentive for longer fights is there as well. After an initial round of nerfs, Riot is back for round 2. Balance changes of this degree are expected to merit some future changes, in this case nerfs. It's proven to be too strong, and the start of the new season has proven that. We'll see what the exact details are soon, but I would expect the most obvious nerf. The attack speed per stack will be reduced slightly. Next are the 2 Dragon Souls. Again, with the big changes to the game, there's almost always going to be follow-up balance tweaks coming up right after. The 2 newest Dragon Souls are proving to be a little bit too strong at the moment, and Riot plans to tone them down next patch. With one providing a sizable slow upon dealing damage while the other gives players Karthus' passive, it was basically impossible to perfectly balance from the start. Expect their numbers to go down on patch 12.2. By the way, we'll provide you the full detailed list of the changes as soon as we can, so make sure you keep an eye on our channel. With the nerfs covered, let's run through the system buffs next. For system buffs next patch, we have Lichbane and Rylai's Crystal Scepter. It looks like Riot wanted to give AP champions some more power next patch, but at the moment AD assassins are still quite dominant. With the buffs to Lichbane, AP assassins should fare better, while the Rylai's buff should really help out battle mages or other champions who incorporate the item into their builds. Hopefully these buffs will continue to diversify the meta. Before moving on, I want to quickly let you guys all know that we're running a promotion on our website ProGuides.com. Use the code WINTER for 20% off a sub. That covers the system changes, so let's run through the champion changes. The following champions are receiving nerfs next patch: Shen, Talon, Qiyana, Lulu, and Zed. Would you look at that, 80 assassin nerfs. Alongside the item buffs, the mid lane meta is bound to see some shifts beginning next patch. While it may not happen overnight, I'm sure that we'll gradually see more variety over the next month or two. Currently, Zed holds over a 45% ban rate in high elo, while Qiyana and Talon are performing extraordinarily well in elite levels of play. While merited, Shen is probably the nerf that seems the most out of place. You've probably seen him in your games if you haven't been playing in the latest patch, even if you hadn't during the preseason. He's currently sitting at the 9th highest top lane pick rate in high elo. His generous early game strength allows him to easily win several matchups or consistently pick up farm in losing ones. With teleport nerfed significantly in the preseason, his ultimate is invaluable for the first 14 minutes of the game, as the enemy top laner can't provide the same cross-map impact as him. Finally, we have Lulu, who has been a thorn in many players' sides for honestly the past couple of years. She's held up across various metas. Her incredible peeling and utility allows her to disengage, keeping allies alive from assassinations, or instead just providing support when they're the ones trying to play aggressively. With her high elo ban rate currently at 31%, Riot has finally decided to nerf this next patch. Moving on, let's talk about the buffs. We have a nice handful of champions up for buffs next patch, including Nocturne, Volibear, Yasuo, Yone, Veigar, Tristana, and Senna. In Nocturne's case, he's one of the champions that actually performed worse following the changes to Lethal Tempo. Considering that it's receiving another nerf, it looks like Riot is just taking some extra precautionary steps to make sure that he doesn't fall over and die. Volibear is also up for a buff. While pretty overtuned on release, several nerfs have really left him in a less than spectacular state. Currently at a 47% win rate in high elo, he's been itching for a buff for quite some time. Maybe he'll be as impactful as he was in that cinematic. Yasuo and Yone are also up for buffs following the nerfs to Immortal Shield Bow. While all of its users took a hit, the brothers took the biggest hit and are receiving some compensation next patch. Unfortunately, Yone will need it a little bit more, as Lethal Tempo is also due a nerf. Veigar is up for a buff as well. He's not doing horribly at the moment, but things could definitely be better. In terms of scaling, a pick like Victor or Corki is currently more reliable, as Veigar typically needs games to go past their typical length to really pop off. Tristana and Senna are 2 marksmen up for buffs as well. Senna currently looks like she'll receive a slow added to her Q to make up for the fact that Glacial Augment doesn't really function the same way as it used to. Finally, we have champion adjustments. Tahm Kench, Janna, and Rengar are receiving some big adjustments next patch. While things can always change, a big quality of life buff for Veigar is to be expected. Janna is receiving some various adjustments to her kit as well, and our analysts are excited to see what changes Riot ends up pushing out for these champions. That concludes our patch 12.2 preview. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure you also check out the description for a link to join our Discord. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Peace.